And now that I showed you how to behave like a tourist, we can jump into this set. It doesn't matter where you live in the world, I'm pretty sure you've seen one of these before. Be it at your capital city, next to your town, or in another country, you've seen this. If you live in Europe, damn it, I'm sure you stepped on one of these. It's probably the most famous and probably the best tourist trap we have in big towns in Europe. And I say that because I went for a ride in one of these in Paris, and I liked it. Good value too. Now, since I came to the Netherlands, I don't think I ever saw one of these, at least not in the Amsterdam area or town, because the town is very limited to traffic of buses and stuff like that. And you do see these in the as boats, and those are pretty nice with the little canal and, you know, sightseeing tours. But I'm sure that somewhere else in the Netherlands these are also available. So if you have a Lego town with a nice layout, you know, with monuments, old historical buildings, you know, something that you think suits this kind of sightseeing buses, you might want to look into it. And I'll be glad to take you around. Come on, come into my tourist trap. Funny story, the first time I saw images for this, the color scheme that you see here is mostly used also in Chinese New Year sets. And I was looking at this, and due to this very, let's call it, original shape, it reminded me of a Chinese temple somehow, because of the roofing of some Chinese temples, how they are designed. But now I look at it, and it looks it's like some hairs. You look at this, it reminds me of the whole face of it. It reminds me of a red Batman, and that's cool. Yeah, this should be called Batman Tours, not City Tour. Anyways, okay. Since we're in the theme of the colorway for this, I really enjoy it. The red already, and the fact that it's an open decker, double open decker, really sells it as a sightseeing bus. It's oddly something I wasn't expecting from Lego, and here we are. I mean, we've been getting many buses throughout the years. They're not very common, but normally when they're sold as a part of a town square set, and stuff like that. So they come with other, they come in more expensive sets. And it's really nice to get one on its own, which, you know, it's a cheaper set, and they managed to put a bit more love into it. And at first sight like this, with the stickers really bring him to life. I mean, like a Formula One set from Speed Champions. If you want a good Formula One set, you need to have the stickers. And for this kind of bus, this is a must-have. Talking of the stickers, so there's quite a few stickers, but they're not overwhelming. And you'll go through them really quickly. It's fine. And then we have the prints for the James Bond license plate kind of system, and it's fun. And the fact that there's this kind of also gives it a bit of playability for people that have towns and want to buy more than one of these. It's perfect because you can really create multiple routes for museum, arbor, park, downtown. So the museum, you know, the museum, we got it as a modular building last year. Then we have the arbor for this year, and then we have park and downtown. So these are pretty much more, let's say, generic. They fit any town, and it's good. But it also makes me think if we can expect a new town square or downtown set from Lego at one point. So I think it's worth keeping an eye on it. Now let's look at the details of this. Damn tourists always get out of there. With the tourists out of the way, we can look at the doors. So I'm not a fan of this kind of doors for buses, but I guess it's the best we have. I mean, ideally we would have a door that has a different system, but I mean, for what it is and for play, it's perfect. Actually, I like the back door more than this, but they look good actually. And maybe if we had a sticker on the bottom, they would look better, and I would be okay. Probably I would like this a bit more if we had a sticker on the bottom part of them. But still, they're pretty good, especially because right now we have a baby carrier. And if you look closely over there, we have a little, yeah, you can see probably the, yes. You can see the clip, and it's supposed to attach to the baby carrier wheel. So these are the wheels that you can find on skateboards, and it just clicks somewhere. There you go, and it actually fits it both ways, so that's good if you prefer to have it facing outwards. Jesus, I'm this baby. There you go. And so that's pretty neat. And yeah, look at him, so happy. And this is pretty nice because see, there you go. And it's something that real buses sometimes have. At least here, the urban buses, they have a part. When you get through, you get inside by the back doors. That space is reserved for baby carriers, wheelchairs, and they have their own spot to keep those from rolling all over the place. And yeah, so that's a pretty neat little detail that I really like. Then looking on the back, so this is an electric bus, and you can see them starting to take over bigger towns like Paris, even here in the Netherlands. If it's not an electrical bus, it's a natural gas bus. So yeah, more and more electric and less diesel. So that's nice to have this little detail here too. Now the shaping of the back is pretty pleasing actually. Yeah, it's pretty clean, and I really like the ad on the back. And on the other side, it's pretty much a big continuous window instead of opting for smaller windows. And I personally prefer it a lot. There's a lot more light coming in, and personally it also less clutter, because normally the frames also occupy some space, and at least I personally prefer this option. And then we come to the driver's post or position, which you can see as a little console. So the console is to the side, which makes it a bit weird. I would prefer probably to have a ticket machine or something like that over there. Also, it's a sticker, so not a new print. But yeah, overall it's pretty good, and I like that the way it's built it really mimics real buses, because you have the little step over there, and the same on the back. So it's pretty nice to see that you get inside the bus and you have the little step with the chair. But we'll look into it once I remove the top. So let's look inside now, and I mean, 3 seated positions plus the room for the baby carrier. If you have a wheelchair, minifigure, it will fit there probably. I would imagine that, yes. You can also stand people there in that place, so that's great. What's extra here is the fact that it has a stairwell to go to the upper level. They managed to fit a stairwell in a 4x4 space, and that's neat. Now, I'm not sure if you really can stand people there because it doesn't really know studs, but it's nice to have it anyway. It's nice to have the suggestion of it, and it's not small that it wouldn't be believable. It's true you cannot stand figures there, but still, it's nice to have that detail. It's really nice. Really like the shaping here. I see that I have here something really weird inside the plastic. Come on, Lego. Why do I have something like this here? Not sure if it's showing on camera, but yeah, I thought it was tainted, but no, it's floating inside my plastic. But anyway, so this is pretty good. And if you look at this like this, yeah, I mean, like I said, this really reminds me of a urban European bus, and you can even probably adapt this design for a normal bus, because if you remove the stairs, you can easily put, I would say, two extra chairs. Yeah, probably. You can even expand on this design a bit, probably a longer back. Yeah, probably it's doable. For the top part, a lot of seats, 5 seats, plus this really nice space on the left side that allows you to pose minifigures, like taking photos on the left side. That's pretty cool. This, of course, is the hole for the stairwell, and on the front, basically, it's just like this suggestion of grill, probably if you want to put some minifigures standing on top of that. For the mechanism here in the front, they went with this to shape it. And this, I think, ends up being also really nice, because if you have multiple of these and you have like a garage where these are kept and maintained, you can probably have a mechanic looking into this. Yeah, so there's a bit of potential to see this on different settings, and yeah, make it playable in a different way. So yeah, I really like that. For the minifigures, we can start from the left. We have the bus driver with its microphone, where he tells everyone what they're looking on the left, on the right, and I'm sure he has a lot of stories to tell about the city. It's a pretty good minifigure, and this hat right here brought me so many memories, because the last time I got one of these was on my police station set from 87 or 88. Actually, no, it was an Intercontinental Arbor from 92, I think. But anyways, I haven't seen this hat being used for a long time, and yeah, I really liked it. The prints are pretty good. Little name tag. Yeah, I really like this one. It's simple, but it does what it's supposed to do. Then I think we've seen this torso before, I'm not sure. Nice hair. No alternate face here, nor the driver. Yeah, but it's a simple little minifigure that then comes with the baby, and I'm gonna show you the baby carrier. So I think this is a new design. Works pretty well with the baby. I wish probably this was covered here. The baby really fits in really well. I still giggle when I see these coming in the bags. It's so cute, so small. It's amazing. I really like the babies. They're so cute. No print on it though, but it's okay, I guess. Then we have a more hip tourist with her Patagonia jacket for sure. Uh, so photographer, nice. I really like this hair. Nice face print. Uh, oh yeah, I can see some freckles. It's a really nice one. And here, probably listening to the audio guide or just sleeping because backpacking is hard. Yeah, but a nice torso. We have leg print here and also the waist print. Um, I think they're pretty good. We have some silver element for the belt buckle, and it's a nice design. And it's it's a gender neutral jacket that you can easily. The design is easily usable on other minifigures, so that's great. And then we have the real tourist here. I mean, look at this shirt. Glorious, glorious. I wish it was a double molded arm with for short sleeves, but it's okay. So also this one also doesn't have alternate face. Nice. I like it. He's probably a barista somewhere. Yeah, it's also a very nice minifigure, and it comes with a phone because if you're in the sightseeing bus, you need to hop onto those TikToks. And so yeah, it's a fair selection with some variety, not too much, but three tourists, and you can easily add your own minifigures to the bus. So I think it's pretty fair, and for the price of the set, also I think it's a fair selection. I imagine that the baby carrier plus the baby also end up taking on the budget for minifigures quite a lot. So all in all, the fact that we have the baby carrier ends up bringing a lot of variety. The baby carrier being able to be clipped on the bus. I mean, it brings a lot of a function to the set. So yeah, I like this selection very much. Okay, so what are we looking at here? Personally, I think it's very similar to what happened some years ago. Lego released this ferry boat with a car, and it was not expected. And in the end, it has something so original in the sense that, look, it's so simple and you can really bring some life into your town. And this kind of fits in the same way. Although I think this is superior in terms of how it was accomplished. But then again, the ferry set was like more than 10 years ago, probably. And I really like what we have here. Like I was saying, until now we didn't get any buses outside of bigger town square sets and sets like that. And we never get our hands on a bus by itself. And the fact that this is its own set allows it to be to be built a bit more thoroughly and designed better, because it's the showpiece of the set. Now again, I would not expect Lego to do something like this. I would expect them to do something like an urban bus or a city bus, but this ends up being a lot more fun because it brings a different kind of play to the table. Because if you only have an urban bus that the only, almost, I would say its only function is for people commuting from work to house and not a lot more, this one brings a lot more fun to the table for sure. The only thing that I can imagine that would be more fun than this would be a clown bus filled with clowns, and it could be modeled also around a clown's head. This one is for free, Lego. But party buses aside, I think this set is, and for the price, it's really well done. And like every other set that we've been looking at this year, it's really well finished, very well polished. It makes a lot of sense. It's believable, and I think everyone can relate and imagine this because they've seen one in real life for sure. So yeah, I really like the inside the design and how they managed to create a lot of room on the top. So I think you can even put minifigures with a backpack. If you want to have a team of backpackers on the top taking photos, I think you can do it easily. But don't quote me on that. I don't have any backpack minifigure here, I think. Do I? Not sure. And I think that there's really no downside to this set at first glance. Oh, I do see one. And I would imagine that, and I didn't point out this during the close-up, is that the wheels are... yeah, it's the Speed Champion's wheels with the disc brakes. And you can see the disc brake pattern, and I don't like it very much. They could have just put like a 2x2 tile on top, or even, I don't know, something a bit different, and it would have been better. But then again, it's all black, and it doesn't really bother me that much. I can almost imagine that this is probably the hubcaps that have holes. I don't know, but since it's all black, it kind of doesn't really pop up that much. But that's pretty much it. I mean, I like it a lot. And if you want to have like 3 or 4 of these in your town, depending on its size, it makes a lot of sense. It's again a very massable Lego CD set for this year. So yeah, I mean, thumbs up for this one. Not expecting it, and I really like it. As for the price at 30 euros, this is a 25. I mean, I got it for 24.90, I think, so I'm pretty happy with the purchase. So if you think that 30 is too much, which I see this being 30, the way things are nowadays, I cannot imagine this being 20 euros even 5 years ago. This would have always been at least a 25 euro set. So yeah, I like it. Yeah, it's really nice. It's another good play by Lego. And yeah, that's it. So yeah, this ain't no tourist trap, I tell you. I have more stuff coming up soon. So yeah, if you like the video, like, comment, subscribe, you know the drill. And see you real soon.